What's up, gang? It's WillGotTheJuice. I just jumped out the porch with old dirty glove bastard. Stop playing with me.
It's your life in the line if you love me, don't play with this shit. It's your life in the line if you love me, don't play with this shit. Yeah. Come from the trenches, the ones.
All right, y'all. So we got Mr. WillGotTheJuice off the porch with us today. How are you feeling?
I'm good. How about you?
I am feeling pretty good. We finally got you in here because Lord Jesus, like, what you was switching up on us multiple times. You know what I mean? It's all good though.
I just been so focused and so busy, like, and I'm not saying I'm not a priority. I just had other things. I got a new baby on the way. I got a baby on the way and shit like that. I just dropped a new single, like Block High. I just dropped that, so I've been trying to promote that and do what I do. And then I just signed a whole new deal with BMG, so it's just a lot on my plate. Like, it's a whole lot of shit I'm just trying to knock out at one time.
Hold up, you said new deal.
Yeah,
like, please, let's get into it. What's going on?
So I just signed a deal with BMG as a distribution company. It gave me a good situation, so I'm able to drop a project through them. And this will be my first real situation. So I'm like, all right, bet, let's lock it in. And they believe in me, they fuck with me. So like, I was like, let's do it.
Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, of course I knew you from YouTube, but when I was doing my research, I saw that you are not new to this rap stuff. Like, you really, like, you had a whole group. Like, you really been like this. So I really wanna dive into that because I didn't know, and I wanna know more about how you even got started with your rapping.
Shit, I've been rapping since I was like 9 or 10, but I was rapping by force. Like, I got into that game by force. Like, my mother was like, you gonna do something? And I used to always be dancing like Michael and shit like that, so I thought I was like baby Michael and shit. So my mom was like, you need to make some music and start dancing or something. So she just put me in that bitch. But it really was just like, once I got into like that 8th grade stage, after I got locked up, I started saying like, oh shit, I've been doing shit. At first, you just getting put in the music world and like, you feel like you just like you're a baby. I'm not really knowing what to talk about.
Right.
So then I had to grow up a little bit, and then when I grew up a little bit, niggas started figuring out what life is, and then.
So just to go back, you say you got locked. Did you get locked up in the 8th grade?
Yeah, 8th grade. I got locked up in 8th grade. It was so funny because I was with 2 other motherfuckers, and them 2 niggas that I was with, they was younger than me, and I was older, and I just was on some hot boy dumb shit. Like, when I think about it, it was just so funny because the nigga had his car at a Taco Bell, and the car was on, and we had like hammers and all this goofy ass shit. Like, well, I don't even know what we was trying to do. We was just trying to go break in some cars and be goofy. Nigga ended up walking past the Taco Bell, seeing the nigga seeing the car at the Taco Bell. Ended up seeing it was still on. We hopped in it. I got so nervous and forgot how to work the car. You gotta push the brake before you change the gear. So I'm just trying to jink this motherfucker off. I'm turning on and off. And I'm laughing because when I think about it, we were so young and dumb. We ran from 12, it's a story for that day, but.
Wow, so you jumped off the porch pretty early then.
Shit, my family been off the porch. My family got a different lineup. My daddy been locked up for 18 years, so it was like, my daddy wasn't a fed, so my mother tried to keep me away from the porch. She tried to really keep me in the house. She didn't want me to touch the porch, you feel me? Because it's everywhere. My uncle, my family, my cousin, my brother, my aunties, my grandma, like, my grandma did time too. My family, my shit, it's crazy. I'm just trying to make sure that my kids don't go through that type of shit.
Right.
For real, for real.
And just with you growing up in that type of environment, would you ever say that it played an influence in you when you were younger?
Yeah, but I made sure like I didn't do the same thing they did. Like, I seen my peoples take a lot of L's. Like, I seen a lot of motherfuckers in my family take a lot of L's, as in like getting caught, locked up. They had a lot of money. Don't get me wrong, niggas running the bag up in my family. Niggas getting money, but it's but so long they gonna let you keep getting money, and then they just took him out. Like, I seen a lot of motherfuckers get locked up, so I just like, I had to get locked up, to feel like I had to learn it, like to get locked up myself, to be like, oh, all right, this ain't for me. You know what I'm saying? Because when you young, you like, damn, everybody getting locked up. Everybody, okay, you a real nigga, you feel me? Ooh. I just had to learn, like, man, that shit ain't nothing, that shit ain't hitting nothing. You smarter not to get locked up. So the smart niggas are the ones who don't get locked up. Even if you outside doing what you're doing, the ones that don't get locked up, it's the smart niggas. Like, you gotta know how to move, gang. You can't be reckless.
And I do know that you are from Baltimore. So growing up in Baltimore, what was that like for you?
I was born in Baltimore, but I was raised in Philly.
Oh, okay.
So I was born in Baltimore and I was raised in Philly. Like, my family from Lakeland, like over South Baltimore, Brooklyn, Holmes, all that. Like, that's my family from me from South Baltimore. But I got family also over West, like my daddy and them from the West, like Park Heights and all that shit. But Lakeland and South Baltimore, that's my whole Cherry Hill, all that shit. Like, that's my family. All that's all my family area. And then my mother wanted me to move from there because my daddy got locked up. I was telling you that my name was a little notorious over there in Baltimore, but not crazy like that, but notorious as in like niggas got drama, niggas had old smoke, you don't never know what might be going on. My mother paranoid and shit like that. She a good girl. So she ended up moving me to Philly. But I was living in Jamaica before that though.
Oh,
So,
you was living in Jamaica?
Yeah, I was living in Jamaica. I lived in Jamaica for 5 years. I was living in Jamaica for 5 years. I went to Queens Prep Elementary School. I used to live in Kingston, Red Hills, and that's like a little part in the hills in Kingston. So I used to live there for 5 years, but then when my stepdaddy died, we moved back to Baltimore. Then my mother didn't want me there, and then she moved me to Philly. And then that's when I grew up in that little, like, that's when WillGotTheJuice became WillGotTheJuice, like, in Philly, like.
And when you say that's when Will became WillGotTheJuice,
Yeah.
talk to us about that.
I say Mount Airy, I was Houston Elementary School, so and that's in Philly, so I was in that's like uptown, so that's like the good clean area, but shit still get wicked uptown, so niggas are still in rah shit uptown, so I was still able to see what was going on and still was able to be in the good areas and still be able to see the trenches at the same time, so I was just able to still live the two worlds. And my mother was just so on me, like my mother was so on me because she ain't want nothing to happen to her first, so she ain't never want nothing to happen to me, but the more you be on your kids, the more your kids run away, you know what I'm saying, so. And I just jumped off the porch, like, once I started getting the name, I started hitting, I just started going crazy, I just started going crazy.
Now, I do want to ask you, what was an experience that you went through in life that really changed your perspective about everything that is going on around you and how you want to move in the future?
Shit, me having a child, you know what I'm saying, my first baby, like just me having a baby, like just made me just think like, man, what you doing for them, like, cause now I'm not just thinking of just like checkers, you know, now I'm thinking of chess moves, cause everything gotta make sense, like, at first when you by yourself, you can make little checkers mistakes, like you could do like little jumps here, little jumps there, and still go with your life and still go, but when you got kids, you gotta make real men decisions. You gotta make sure that the move that you make right here is gonna benefit them 10 years later or 5 years later, just so they can have something to fall back on, just in case, you know what I'm saying? So it just made a nigga think smarter and think for the future, not just at the moment.
Now, I do want to throw this curveball at you, but I know we're talking about your life right now. But I feel like with everything that's going on right now, I think this is a really deep topic that I would like to get your perspective on.
For sure.
So I was watching my guy, Jay Hill, his interview with you, and you guys were talking about how, you know, black men get introduced to sexual activity very early.
Yeah.
Which causes some of them to be, you know, hypersexual when they get older.
Sure.
And I did want to hear your perspective because I did hear your story about like what happened with you. Yeah. And yeah, I do really want to dive into that topic because I think it's really important, especially now in the generation that we're in.
For sure, shit. Well, when I was younger, I got sexually molested, you know what I'm saying? But it was just, you know what I'm saying? It just was about women. It wasn't about no man though, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't about no man, it was about women. It's just, but when you young, and like, especially in the black culture, like when you young, all we know is free. We know how to have fun. Like, I was playing hide and go freak when I was young, bro. Like, I didn't even know what hide and go seek was. We was playing hide and go freak, so niggas was already fast at, like, we watching TV, like, we see people, like, we see old heads down there, like, I seen prostitutes when I was 7. Like, I knew what shit was at a young age. And sometimes kids don't, not every kid will know what's going on, but I knew what was going on. I was one of them kids that was fast learners, but diving into that situation where I got sexually molested, it really was just like, I was exposed to too much at a young age. and just going deeper into conversation, anybody that got like sexually molested problems, like they going through stuff like that, I'm not gonna necessarily sit here and tell you like, go tell your mama and go do this and do that, because I didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? I kept it in, you know what I'm saying? And it was a childhood trauma that I kept in, and I let out in another way, as in like me being sexual to other females and shit like that. So it was like I got exposed to something that I wasn't supposed to be exposed to at a young age. But I mean, look at me now. I guess, you know, it don't hurt you. It just, sometimes people don't need to be exposed to certain things at a young age. And I hope you're not, but I'm not really that type of person who could really talk to you about it, because I'm still dealing with it myself, you know what I'm saying?
So I do want to ask you, when did you realize, like, dang, like this really affected me more than I thought it would? And what were like some patterns that you kind of checked yourself on that stem from that?
Just when I knew that, like, reason why I was so sexually active young, because I was exposed to it. And the reason why I said that, you know how sometimes your mother would be like, you don't need to be going over there. You don't need to be going over there. That's grown folks' business. That's grown folks' business. You're a kid, you just want to know. You just want to know. But when you're a kid and you want to know, that don't necessarily mean you're supposed to get everything you want as a kid. You dig what I'm saying? So,
right.
No, like that wasn't, and that was where it went left. Like, shit was exposed to me that I wasn't supposed to be. And it wasn't like, oh no, touching my ass and no goofy ass shit like that. It was more of them touching my shit and trying to get me to a point where I was like, well, what the hell going on right here? Like, why I like this? Why? And you're supposed to be a close member to my family or something, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, and that's why now that I got my own baby, I'm making sure that I watch children and I watch kids, because kids sneaky as fuck. I don't trust them. I was a kid, you dig what I'm saying? I was sneaky.
Yeah, and I think this does get looked over at times, where I feel like people should protect their sons just as they protect their daughters.
Yeah, they do. They should, for sure. No cap.
Now, getting into your career, because you had one hell of a career. So, was the music, you pursuing music, it came way before you becoming a social media influencer?
Yeah, music was already like the first and foremost, but I just chilled. Like, I chilled through music. I had to figure out who Will was. And that's like I was telling you before, you can't really make no music if you ain't got no story. Like who is you? Like, why I even want to listen to you, nigga? Like, how you can relate to me? You dig what I'm saying? So
right.
That's why the music that I make now is like different from the music that I made when I was a kid, when I was just growing up, just trying to do this shit. I had to experience it.
And with you, I know that you don't really rap about like violence. And I would like to ask you, like, no matter what was going on around you, no matter what you witnessed, how would you say you kind of took your lyrics and tuned them into a more positive light instead of rapping about the violence?
See, it's not even that I don't rap about violence. I just rap about shit that I'm like around at the moment. Like, I rap about whatever I feel at the moment. I ain't gonna lie. Like, my music also is for how I'm feeling right now, yesterday into tomorrow. You dig what I'm saying? So I just be in my vibe. Sometimes I might be around bro them and my family, my cousins and everybody I was telling you about who wants some rah-rah shit, and then I get influenced by them. And then I get back with my girl, and then I get back to my lovey-dovey shit, you know what I'm saying? So it's two different people. It's like, I'm who I am at home, but if I'm who I am outside, it's two different people. So I just make the music off the vibe. I just really try to keep the violence, as in like, I'm not even in violence. I'm just like, what's going on? Like, so many niggas is in violence. Like, there's so many people around me who got smoked with this nigga, that nigga, this nigga, but I ain't got no smoke with nobody. So I just be like, they call me, tell me about the problems, and be like, yo, I think you should chill, bro. Like, I think my folk need to cool it out. Like, that's me. So I'm really the mediator with everything, like even relationships, even with like drama. I'm the mediator. I be trying to keep the peace. So that's how, only time I make the music, I try to make sure it's relatable to what's going on. I tap in, like I just dropped the song Block Hot. Like, I keep it blicky. You niggas know what it is. They know you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just saying, like, I do what I do, but I'm really trying to be on some positive, on some great light shit. I'm on some, I'm on some LL Cool J with some rich niggas sweat. I'm really trying to be like that one, bro, though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Now, in your earlier days, you was a part of a group called Trio Diamonds, and when I was researching the group, like, y'all was lit in the city, and y'all had a couple deals too. So you definitely gotta dive into that and why you ended up not signing.
So Damn, that's crazy that you know about that. That shit crazy. I thought that shit was like off the internet. I ended up falling out with them, like, but it was like, it was on some shit of like, niggas, we had a great run though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't take nothing back from it. Like, we had a great run cause we came together. We was all young, ambitious. One nigga from France, Paris, other nigga from Louisiana. I'm from Philly, Baltimore, so I know how to put my little twang to it. We all had our own little styles, own little everything, so I seen the vision. I was like, yo, we'd come out like a duo, a trio group and go crazy. You speak that French shit, you speak that like Louisiana shit, they love Louisiana. And they ended up rocking with it, and we ended up making that shit, make it make sense. And then we started going viral on Facebook and Twitter. And then niggas started making music, then we flew out to Cali. And then when we flew out to Cali got in everybody's heads, you know what I'm saying? Cali kind of fucked up the whole vibe. Like, Cali just turned us against each other, you know what I'm saying? And we were just so young at the time, so it just made us, like, hate each other in, like, an aspect. So it ain't no smoke with them now. Like, when I see him, I ain't trying to woo, like,
Right.
I don't really care about bro, but I don't really, like, I'm not worrying about it. Like, I just want everybody to keep doing what they doing. And I'm doing what I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? So,
And how old were you at the time during that whole situation?
I think I was like, what, 17, 18, 19. We had a great little year. I don't even think it was longer than a year. We didn't even drop a project. We dropped like a bunch of singles. And we had like situations brewing, and like I was over here ripping and running to different places. And I think that was also what it was. I was just always doing a lot. You know what I'm saying? I always was doing a lot, and they felt like I was out of touch with them at times. So, but I'm big bruh, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
big bruh gotta do big bruh shit. So I just always was doing that. That's just me. But you look at me now, you know what I'm saying? My direction was never wrong. I got great direction. I might got bad delivery. I might got bad delivery, but I got great direction.
Now with you, I could tell that you are a very selfless person, like even when it comes to your music career and like your family and just with everyone around you. So I do want to ask you, how are you able to set boundaries when it comes to being a selfless person?
I ain't gonna lie, like, it's hard. 'Cause, you know, I still gotta make time for myself, like you said. So I give everybody me more than I give myself, you know what I'm saying? So I'm still trying to balance it out. I'm still growing, you know. I'm still a young adult. I'm just trying to I'm still, you know what I mean? I'm just trying to figure this thing called life out for real. Just paying taxes, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm
Yeah.
figuring this thing out. I'm figuring it out, though. I'm getting it right, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting it right.
Now, what would you say is like the pros and cons of being in the limelight, specifically social media at a very early age?
Shit, if you're a weak-minded individual, I recommend you not to do it. And I say that with like respect, like, and some people aren't strong-minded. Like, some people are like they get persuaded easily. They listen to people easily. Some people don't want to admit it, but some people are like that. But if you are like that, this social media world is not for you, respectfully. And I don't think you should put yourself in this situation where it can hurt you mentally, physically, and abuse your self-confidence. It's a hard world, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's a hard world to jump into, but if you don't give a fuck, then turn up. This is the place where you need to be. This is where we shine for people who don't give a fuck. This is our platform. This is our world, you know what I'm saying? So I'm one of those people who do not give a fuck with opinions, ops, anybody. I don't even have ops. I don't even give a fuck about commentators or none of them niggas. I'm gonna do me regardless and keep getting rich, you know. No cap.
Now, when I first discovered you, you know, it was when you were with Olivia, and I was like, oh shit, they a lit little, you know, YouTube couple. And I was just getting into the YouTube couples at that time.
Yeah.
And so I do want to ask you, like, how did that even come about? And with you guys putting your relationship on the forefront, shit, how are y'all able to have such a strong balance with that?
I ain't gonna lie, like, when I first met Mama, that shit kind of like love at first sight. I ain't gonna cap you down. I saw on Instagram DM doing some fly shit, you know, thinking I'm doing something. Then she told me pull up. Ooh, I pulled up on her. Ended up seeing her for the first time. I fell in love with her the first time, like love on sight, like no cap, no exaggeration, like everything I love. So I was like, damn, I knew she was the one. And I didn't even make it known to nobody. Like I kept it off wraps. We was off social media for like 8-7 months before we even locked in a real relationship. You feel me? I was going through shit. I was living with people. I was in a situation with a label, and that shit was going left. And they took my music. They just fucked me over. It just was a whole. And I was just going through a lot of mental shit. I was losing my hair. Like I ain't even had this like at first.
You was losing your hair.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro, I was stressing, bro. This shit was crazy, bro. Like, I was making thousands of songs every day, right? Imagine making thousands of songs for a whole year straight, not getting paid, not doing nothing. Like, I'm not able to trap, I'm not able to do nothing. Like, even if I wanted to, like, even if I, like, not able to do nothing. Folding them on my body, throwing them on my back. Everybody watching what I'm doing. They mad if I do this, they mad if I do that. The label telling me dreams, selling me dreams. We in the label crying on the phone. My mama thinking we better get a deal. Playing with a nigga emotions and everything, you hear me? So it's just like, that's when you just start saying, man, fuck all y'all niggas and fuck this shit, straight up. Like, that's when I just started giving a fuck. And then once I met her, and she on the same type time to me, like she an Aries like me. Aries, we don't give a fuck, but when we do give a fuck, yeah. When we do give a fuck, we fully invested, and that was what it was. I was fully invested to what my situation was, and I gave a fuck too much, and he took advantage of me. But nobody ever took advantage of me again. And then I got out of that situation with I got out of that situation with my diamond situation, and then I got into that situation with the other label situation, and they fucked me just like how the other motherfuckers fucked me over. But I ain't gonna say everybody fucked me over. I just got hurt in the process. So to me, I felt like they fucked me over. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, that's what happened, bro. And then after I met her, she was the light to my fucking, the darkest moment in my life. You know what I'm saying?
I've always wondered, how can you navigate in a relationship when you're going through so much stuff? Because you know, when you're with somebody and you're going through like a lot of stress, I feel like it is kind of hard to maintain a relationship because you're going through so much shit. Like, you kind of need that space to just think.
Nah, what it was with me is I don't like being alone. That's like my biggest pet peeve. Like, I could be alone, but I don't like being alone. Like, I like to know something's around, if that makes sense. So when I was in a situation where I was alone, like I was really alone. Like, even though people were around me, I was really alone. And she made me feel like comfortable alone. Like, okay, she still gave my space, gave my little needs that I would ever wanted. Like, she gave me the conversation I needed. I don't even be needing no pussy. I just be needing conversation. I need somebody like enlighten me to like show me it's another side to like what you going through. Like, don't stress this shit. And that's basically what she was going through. Like, Monty, I was telling you, I'm broke. I'm sitting in the basement, my nigga, with all the flyest equipment you could even imagine. I'm having big Newman mics that's 35, 5500, like, but I'm broke, and I'm trying to go trap and all this. They like, if you trap, the deal done. Ooh. Man, nigga feel like I ain't had no choice. And then I just figured it out. And then she just like, bro, you going through something light. I'll show you something, like, I can really show you, like, or really what she was just telling me, like, you could be doing something better. You know what I'm saying? She's like, you could be doing something better, just dip out.
Were you trapping at the time? Like, you kind of was just like,
yeah, I was on my little scam and shit, you know what I'm saying? I was living in New York, so you feel me? I was fucking with a lot of my little woo-woo-woops, and we was digging around, doing a lot of and I was just doing a lot of shit like that, but I was just figuring out life, you feel me? I got in, I got out. But so since I got in, I got out, I got back to like, yo, I need to get back in. And that was the time when it was like, if you go outside doing that goofy shit, everything done. Cause I got out, I didn't get caught doing that. And I was like, all right, woo, I was in and out type shit. Nigga was like, man, fuck y'all. Y'all niggas ain't gonna have me over here starving. And I got a bad woo right here. I need to put some shit on her. I can't do that. And that's when she motivated the nigga, you feel me? That's what I mean when she brung the light to my darkness. Like, she motivated me to see like it's something better. Like, bro, she believe in you, bro. This is a bad motherfucker. She looking at you like, oh, you him. Like, so get your ass together. Woo. That's how I felt when I met her. And then I just got my shit together. Like, I left that like next week. I left that like a few days later, I left that crib. They was trying to lock me in that bitch. The motherfucker like, you can't leave. Bitch, fuck out my face. I'm gonna knock your ass out of here. You tripping.
Dang, you had a crazy deal.
Yeah, no, I had a situation. They ain't want me out of there. And then I ran up out of there. I left sneakers, I left Balenciagas, I left Margielas, I left shit.
Was they
back
holding
there.
you like in the house?
Yeah, like damn near hostage on my son, on everything I love, but they didn't.
So the label dead ass had you like in a basement with your stuff. You making this music.
I'm eating. They got weed, everything I need, anything that I want, liquor, weed, anything. I can call bitches over, anything I want. They give me anything I need. Like the life that I want. I'm in a mansion. I'm in Connecticut, Greenwich. I'm in fucking one of the richest zip codes in America. Like. Everything on my hands, but it's just no money. Nothing physical, nothing that I can actually accumulate. It was just all feeding me shit just to keep milking and draining me.
So when you would ask like, okay, where's my money? They would just give you like material things.
Exactly. They feeded me like I'm a kid. So they was feeding me like a kid. So, but mind they just dangling the motherfucking deal in my face. You know what I'm saying? The deal in my face. You know, mind you, I'm not seeing no deal. I don't even know if it's a deal. I'm just going down in the motherfucking buildings in New York. I'm just going down to the buildings in New York. You hear me? I'm just in the buildings with Sony people and all these execs. They sit at the table. It looked like we're doing something. It really looked like we doing something. Like I'm like, oh, it's about to be. Oh, it's up. I worked this hard. Man, shit was sad.
Wow.
Yeah.
I guess my question to you is like, what advice would you give to any artist before they sign a deal?
Man, make you first, bro. Become an aspect, bro. Become like an essential. Become needed. Like, make sure everybody wants you before you want them. Like, if that makes sense. Like, if you don't have nothing to show for like why I even want to risk giving you a bag. They'll just give you a bag and you won't be able to even see a bag. Like, you dig what I'm saying? So some niggas that get a bag, don't get me wrong, you might get a little deal right now. Get a little advance check for about 100,000, 150,000. You might get more than that if you got some shit going. But I recommend you to have some shit going before you able to at least touch the 100,000 or 200,000 before you sign. Like, at least do it before you even sign a deal, because you can't make that on the music. You're gonna be locked in. Then you're gonna be crying, talking about you hate labels and same thing that I'm talking about right now. I really recommend you don't even sign, but you can sign, get a distribution deal. That's what you really should focus on. Get a distribution deal. Don't try to do no artist deal. But you know, man, when niggas in different life situations, I can't really tell a motherfucker what to do, cause if I'm in that situation, I'm gonna do what I gotta do at that moment. If it feel like it's the right thing to do to sign, I'm gonna sign. So I just really make sure that your choices are the right choices. That's all you can do. It's about you, bro. It's not about nobody else. Like, what I'm gonna do is what Will gonna do, but what you supposed to do is what you supposed to do.
Right.
You know?
So do you feel like your mistake with signing to this label was more so like your home situation and things that you were going through outside of pursuing your music career?
I felt like, this situation I'm doing now?
No, not this one, but you know the one that we're talking about.
Oh, no, that shit, nah. I felt like that was just, like they were just milking a nigga, you feel me? Like they didn't even have no real desires of like blowing me up or taking me to where I need to be. They wanted me to help them more than they was helping me.
Right.
So I was just a hungry artist. When you're a hungry artist, you get used sometimes, you know, you vulnerable. And that's what it was. I just left out of a situation where we was thriving and we going up, and then I got into like the little situation with the group. They ended up making diss records about me. They ended up really trying like tarnish my name, low-key. They really kind of hurt my little feelings. Like, that's why I feel like, damn, that's kind of fucked up. You know, y'all are my family, my brothers, and you know, I never, even though we did what we did, I never would ever play with y'all social media or y'all life or y'all livelihood like that. And they really try to play with my livelihood, and that's why I can never look at them the same. And I was like, bro, I damn lost everything. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody looked at them like I was the enemy. And we were just young, and we just had miscommunication. But they made it like I was an enemy, so it kind of fucked me up. And then it hurt me mentally more than anything, like, because I loved them. I really had real love for niggas. Like, I had them in my house and all type of shit, but it ain't no real smoke, though. I don't give a fuck. I'm grown now. I don't give a fuck. I got kids. I let that shit be what it is, but I can't look at niggas the same respectfully, because if I ain't never make a choice that I made, I'd be fucked up right now. It wouldn't be no Will.
Damn, Will, like, we see you with your family, y'all going crazy on YouTube. Like, everybody knows who you are, but honestly, talking to you today, like, I would have never known.
Yeah. There's a lot of shit that go on. That's why when I make the music I make, motherfuckers be thinking like, damn, Will just be talking about all this, like, sometimes I say some rah-rah shit, but motherfucker, I've been going through a lot of shit, bro. I just know how to smile all the day. Like, I just know how to put that smile on. I know how to be happy. Because like the biggest problem in my life is stress, and I don't like to be stressed. You know what I'm saying? I hate stressing. My mama's stressed all her life. You know what I'm saying? I see my mama stressed about bills and dumb shit that I don't gotta worry about. So I'm not letting no bullshit stress me. If I ain't gotta worry about bills or like shit like that, I'm not even gonna let that stress me out.
Do you believe that more money brings more problems? Like when you started seeing real money, were people like, oh my gosh, I need this, can you help me with this?
Yeah, but like, I think 'cause I come off so stern when it comes to certain shit like that, nobody around me really like try to overly do it. Like, I help, but I don't be overly doing like, yeah, don't call me every week trying to get me ahead. I got my own bills, I got my own life that I gotta keep up with, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, but I'm not like stingy. Like my mama call me, I help my mama, of course, that's mama. Like my grandma might call me, my little brother might ask me for like a little $100 for some clothes, some shit like that. Like that shit don't matter, but when it comes to like my partners might ask me for some money, but my partners already know like, they like, I ain't gonna really ask Will for no money, cause Will gonna ask me why I'm not getting no money, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
So it's 100 ways of me making money, and I be telling my friends that, and they be making money. So I don't really got no money problems right now. Everybody around me good. My daddy good. My daddy came home and ran up a bag. Like, my daddy good, and my folks good. My mama ain't never scratching. Like, I don't know. Everybody figured out life, and all my partners, either if they ain't trapping, they all got a job, a good job that they actually like, that they actually can fuck around with. They can make a bag and go flip off some peas and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Niggas can still figure it out, but. Yeah, everybody, all my folks good right now. Alhamdulillah, like I'm happy that they in a good situation right now.
Right. And I do want to ask you, with you, you know, being really well known on YouTube and putting up the numbers on YouTube, when it comes to you being an artist and stepping into your artistry again, have you had trouble with the support with your music?
Right now, it's like I'm transitioning from like, it feel like I am, because so many people know me from YouTube. So I feel like I'm transitioning from YouTube to a rapper, but I've been doing this music shit before I was doing the YouTube shit. And my girl put me in YouTube. I didn't ask to be in YouTube. I didn't even know nothing about this shit. If that was the case, I would have been doing YouTube. Like,
right.
Why not make a bag before I made it on Vine? Like, I would have been making a bag. If I known that, I ain't know nothing about no YouTube. It's just me. I just be doing me. Like, I just be acting how I act on the camera, and then that shit just went viral, and then, everybody wanted to know who he was, and then she did a boyfriend. Like, I don't know, bro. I just feel like right now I'm in a position where I gotta let them know, like, okay, he been doing this music shit for a while. But I've been going through so much bullshit. My life and my story in my life overshadows my music. Because I'm not so consistent. So much other shit is consistent than my music, and it overshadows my music. That makes sense.
But I feel like also, you know, people don't know that you went through a lot when it came to music.
Yeah.
As well.
Well, now I'm here to, I guess, spread that light on it, because I really don't talk about it.
You don't at all. I didn't even know that you like went through the whole label stuff before you even got into YouTube. Like, you were literally kept hostage by a label before YouTube, and that shit is crazy as hell.
I did as well. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, everything I love. Like, when it was time for me to leave, bro, my mama on the phone, like, let my son go, let my son go. Like, I had to run out that bitch.
Like run out the house physically.
Like, really physically run out the house, and we got into the car. My man's Clay. Clay born in NC. He make music too. That's my nigga. Shout out to my brody. That's my yachty, my Chaji, my Jamaican version. But that's my. He saved me, bro. He took me back out. He took me, like, he drove me out of there. I got away with like no clothes, bro. I left everything behind, bro. Like, I left everything behind. They didn't even let me bring my hard drive or nothing. They was like, you can't bring the hard drive. Or the hard drive had all my music. I had beats from Metro Boomin, I had beats from London, I had beats from 808, I had beats from everybody who was popping at that time too, for sure. And they gave me everything. Then they just said, nope, that's my shit. And they just said, I said, fuck y'all niggas.
Wow. Did they ever try to contact you after you left the label?
Yeah, they try to contact me like they sorry and they want to make things right again and whoop, and then they folks even try to hit me, but I was already prospering, like I was already down on my dick, and then when I was down on my dick, they ain't know nothing, then I ended up moving to Vegas, and then when I moved to Vegas, everybody like, oh shit, he moving, like he still ain't stagnated. And one thing about me, I'm never gonna be stagnated, like I got that impulse for greatness. Mentality, like I'm impulsive for greatness. Like I feel like if any move gonna make my situation better, as in the aspect of like, I'm not sitting down, I'm not gonna let nobody stop my grind. I didn't let, not the group, not letting the label, I'm not letting my mama, I'm not letting nothing stop what I got going on. That's just me to be great. And whatever I'm doing, it's not even gotta be music, it's just for me to continue to be great. Like, I'm not just an artist, I'm like an entertainer, I'm an all around performer. Like, I don't know, it's shit crazy.
With all that you've been through with your music career, what motivated you to pick it back up and now you know you going crazy?
Shit, I think when I was on Vine, I was already, and then the group shit, I was already, and then when the label shit, I was already still going. I couldn't drop no music with the label. You know, obviously, because I clear the beats and all that goofy ass shit with the big producers, and I couldn't really do nothing, but as soon as I got away, I immediately started doing music. Like I've been doing music, but then when I got my buzz again, like I got my buzz re-spuzzed again. Cause once that happened, once we did the whole falling out, they fucked me up. And then I got with my mom, me and my mom started doing the gold juice thing. And then my gold juice thing I put her on my Instagram, and she blew up on my Instagram overnight. Like I put one picture up on there, and just when I seen it, I'm like, oh, I bet, like. All right, man, stop playing with me. Ooh, that's how I start feeling like, man, stop playing with me, yeah. So then I just said, okay, now it's time for me to tell them folk like what I been going on, like put the situation that was going on in my life into the music. And that's what I did before, and I ended up making records like Dripping Ice, talking about the situation, and then like Lights Out, and then like Quarantine and Fuck, I started doing it about my mind. It's just about a whole bunch of like, I just started making my music more about my life, you know what I'm saying? And it made it more better because people knew exactly what I was talking about when they hear my music. Right. But right now, I just been going so crazy, and then I just was like, all right, now it's time for me to up the scale a little bit. Now I got a feature, so I then got 2K Baby on my new single, and I think y'all just had 2K Baby up here.
We did.
Yeah, and he did his live performance up here.
We did.
Yeah, so I ended up stepping out my comfort zone and got locked in with somebody else, and me and him locked in, that's brother, like, that's gang. And then me and him got locked in, and then we did the song, and then he was like, man, fuck it, drop it. And I dropped it, and then the label liked it, the label wanted me to drop it, I said, fuck it, we out with it. And that's why now Block Hot out right now, everywhere, make sure y'all go screen that, make sure you go get that on all platforms, you dig what I'm saying?
Now, you know we can't skip past that single with 2K Baby, Block Hot. So we gotta talk about how that even came about, and how did you guys end up linking up?
Shit, me and 2K Baby ended up locking in from, I was at Sunny Digital Studio, I think. And me and Sunny, we was over there at Sunny shit, seen them over there. If I even remember if that's even, I can't even remember if that's, I don't even think that's how it was, but shit, I think it was Sunny Studio or something, bro. I can't even sit here and lie to you. Me and him got so high together, I just don't even remember. We just had great moments. Me and brothers, so as soon as I saw him, I can't remember. Damn, me and 2K been locked in though. We was locked in, and the energy was great, and then we ended up locking in again out there in Cali. And then we started doing some other music in Cali. The other songs in Cali way harder. Then I ain't gonna lie, like Block Hot, that's my shit, but the other shit that we did in Cali, oh my God. They gonna be like, they ready for a motherfucking tape for real, like, I don't know. It all depends, but me and Brody locked in so many different ways, different times. I can't even remember the time that we locked in for real.
So speaking of tapes, you got a tape coming out. Honestly, we're not gonna call it a tape, we're gonna call it a project. You got a project coming out. Now talk to us about that, the creative process and the motivation behind it.
So right now, the creative process for my project is really just me turning up right now, just living my life. I got a baby on the way. I'm just happy about so much new. These motherfucking Skittles, bro. Look. One thing I can tell y'all is wild berry Skittles is the best Skittles. These bitches are good as shit. But my motivation behind the project is my newborn. And I want this to be a new me. Like I want this to be like a more developed me. Like a more like, okay, I'm new and improved. Like I see a new Will. Like, okay, he's developing with his music, he's developing with his attitude, he's developing with life. And I want my music to also develop with me. So, you know, I'm just coming in with like a new energy.
And do you feel any pressure with this project? And first of all, we gotta figure out what are you titling it?
I don't even have a name for the project yet. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's why I was just in here talking about it, but I'm right now in the cahoots with if I'm gonna do a duo or I'm gonna do a dolo. So I'm thinking, but the records that I got with a few people that's hard, I got more than one record with them. Anybody that I got a song with, I got more than one record. So I could do a project with Young and May, I could do a project with PNB Rock and PNB Meme, I could do a project with 2K Baby, I could do a project with TOB Duke. Like I could do a project with a few motherfuckers right now, like on hand that people will love. So it's just like I'm just debating, and I don't even know because I want to drop another single first. When I drop another single, it depends on my single. If I'm gonna drop this next single after this Block Hot shit, if I do a dolo single, then I'm gonna do a dolo project. But if I do a group song or a duo song, then it's gonna be a duo project, and it's gonna be fire. So it's all about them just paying attention, just follow my Instagram and follow my life. Y'all gonna see that shit, I promise. It's gonna be lit though.
Look, I am so ready for you to drop this project.
Yeah.
Like I know it's gonna be fire. I know you're gonna pull all of life's inspirations into this thing. So before we wrap up, I do wanna ask, as far as your career right now with your music, where do you see it going?
I see my career going up from right here. I ain't gonna cap you down. Like I got so much shit that's in the tuck that all I'm waiting on is dropping at the right time. Like I'm already ready I'm ready just to go into the masses already. I'm already ready to go into the masses. I just want to make sure that the shit I drop is consistent because I'm so all over the place when it comes to music. I be loving to make this, I like making that, I like making this, you know, and I songwrite and I do this, so I do that. So it just be, I'm ADHD, I be needing the gas to chill me down sometimes. So I might drop a motherfucking disco record one day. You never know, like I'm one of them people, so.
Hey, you know the house music wave is going crazy right now.
I was trying to do the house shit before Drizzy did. No bad, I promise you, everything I love you, ask any of my folks. I did that shit like 2 years ago. I was doing like, cause my girl don't listen to like rap, you know what I'm saying? So like she used to love Chief Keef, like Chief Keef was her favorite artist at one moment. But then, you know, Chief slowed down the music, and then obviously he had his time with Finito and all that shit, and everything started going crazy, boom. And the Love Social, that's the beginning Social, but she listened to a lot of that house music and all that goofy shit. So I'm like, damn, like I was irritated at one moment, like why you don't like listen to like my type of music? Why you don't play my shit all the time in the house and shit? It's like I do, but this is what I like listening to. So I was like, all right, I want to make some shit that you like listening to. So I ended up making some shit like that. That was 2-3 years ago, like 2-3 years ago, and then I just seen Drake did it. I said, damn, if I do it now, they're gonna think I'm copying.
Yeah, I mean, shoot, look,
and
it was a lot of people.
I've been doing reggae records. I've been doing all that shit too. So it's like, you know, I'm just making that shit in me. I'm just mad because I need a team. Like now I got a team. At first I didn't have a team, and that's what a lot of us artists need, like a team. We can't do everything by ourselves. And me just coming up, I did everything by myself. I was my own like manager at one moment. Like I had a manager, but I just took everything in my own hands. I was thinking I thought I knew it all. You know what I'm saying? And now I let motherfuckers just do their job, and I just do my job. You dig with me? So now everything moves smoother, and now things running like how it's supposed to run.
Yeah. Now we got Block High with 2K Baby. We got an upcoming project coming out from you very soon.
Yeah, man.
What's next for you?
My baby dropping next month. Yeah, I don't got the agenda yet. So stop asking me what's the agenda. Y'all niggas keep asking me what the agenda is, I don't know. Yeah, and then, I got just a lot of shit going on. I just want to keep, I got more blessings coming. I want everybody else to have the same mindset. If you ain't got shit going on, I mean, you do got some shit going on. You should have some shit going on. You dig what I'm saying? So, I don't know what I got going on yet, but I know it's going to be greatness. I got to keep it going. I just live life. I just keep going.
All right, and before we wrap up, do you have any shout outs?
Shit, shout out to yourself and shout out to my family and my mama and my brothers. I feel like one of them niggas that do that shit, like when you about to do when you do the award show, you like, man, shout out to my cousin, my
You're
mom, my bro.
You're manifesting it right now.
Nah, I ain't really got no shout outs, you know what I'm saying? It's just WillGotTheJuice, stop playing, you know how I'm coming. Make sure y'all niggas just focus on y'all dreams, bro. Just focus on yourselves, bro. Stop trying to change the world, just change you first. You dig what I'm saying? Change you first, then you can change the world, bro. Okay.
Life in the line if you love me, don't play with this shit. It's your life in the line if you love me, don't play with this shit. Yeah. Come from the trenches, the ones who love too much get hit. Ooh.